Good evening. Alberta's 2013 budget is being touted as one that delivers responsible change in the province. But for some, the harsh spending cuts to post-secondary institutions is a hard pill to swallow, including our own Lakeland College. Kim Smith reports.
Universities and colleges are among the hardest hit in the Alberta government's latest budget. Post-secondary institutions will receive $147 million less in operating grants than they did last year. That's about a 7% cut. The president of Lakeland says that means the local college is facing a $3 million shortage.
And I guess in practical terms it means, yeah, we're going to have to stop doing some services and stop doing some programs going forward.
Unfortunately, that means that some staff members will be losing their jobs.
I hesitate to throw a number out at this point because it really depends on how this all plays out. But I would say with certainty there will be job loss, and it will not just be one or two people.
Local MLA Richard Starkey says it's a tough budget.
There was a reduction in the allocation to Lakeland as well as other post-secondary institutions. They're going to have to, use their skill and creativity and the resourcefulness to come up with, ways of spending less money. And still, producing the kind of product for their students that we're expecting from.
However, current students won't see any changes to their programs. The president of Lakeland says if the college does decide to suspend programs, it wouldn't be till after current students graduate.
But the budget is not all bad news. Students will be able to benefit from a 21% increase in money available for student loans.
It can be challenging because you don't really want students graduating with a huge debt load. But it's still, having access to more money is always a good thing, so I applaud the government for doing that.
The cuts to the operating grants amount to about a 7% decrease. Kim Smith, Newcap News.
According to Stats Canada, women made up only 5% of laborers and trades jobs back in 2012. But the number of women in apprenticeship jobs has been growing steadily over the last few decades. And today, as we celebrate International Women's Day, Annika Notvay catches up with a female cement truck driver, a job typically done by men.
This is what Kathy Camo does Monday to Friday. Hauling cement to different locations around Lloydminster has been her job for the past 10 years. What sets her apart is she's the only woman at the workplace.
Don't bother me. I got kind of used to it. One of the guys are my husband, so we always get along good, so everything works out great.
Even though truck driving with Feldspar is typically a male job, managers say they've seen more interest from females in the past few years.
Over the past 30 years, probably at least 10, and they've done their job very well. It's not a very common place, but more and more women are coming here and actually enjoying the work. They find it's not so manually intensified.
Kathy Camo is the only female in the concrete side of Feldspar, but that doesn't seem to faze her much. She loves her job just the same.
I just enjoy it, being up high and watching the other people and just being on alert. Like, there's a lot of people out there that are terrible drivers in Lloydminster.
Kathy Camo encourages other girls who would like to try out for a so-called man's job to just do it and have fun. Annika Notvay, Newcap News.
A decision to stop keeping track of sports scores is garnering national attention. The Ontario Soccer Association implemented a no-score policy for all leagues with children under the age of 12, and now other provinces are looking into the idea. Kyle Gallagher has the story.
Keeping the score in this soccer game is no longer needed. The Ontario Soccer Association recently brought in a no-score policy for all leagues involving children under the age of 12. The hope is that by not keeping scores or standings, the focus will shift from winning to player development. While some are in favor of the idea, others feel it won't make a difference, that it's up to the coaches and organizations to put emphasis on proper values.
Kids aren't going to count, aren't going to stop counting score if it's posted or not. They're always going to know. So I really don't think that's the issue. I think really what it comes down to is do associations have trust with the parents, and do they have trust with their coaches?
The Meridian Youth Soccer Association does keep standings for its outdoor spring leagues. The association believes scorekeeping and standing actually improves player development by ensuring the leagues are as competitive as possible.
Allowing every player to try and show that they've improved their skill set based on from the beginning of the season, and it's an aid that we can use for goal setting and measure success.
Some parents we talked to say they would be open to the idea, saying kids don't really care about scores and that it's all about learning to play the game.
And if it's not on the scoreboard, it doesn't mean nothing to kids. They just want to get out and learn, and at that young age, that's all they're doing.
Cindy Gramlich has 2 small boys who are just getting into soccer. She feels not keeping scores is okay to a point, but believes sports teaches kids a valuable lesson.
I think it's a good idea as long as they still learn their skills and stuff like that, but eventually they're going to need to learn, I don't know how to put it, but that somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. That's kind of what life's all about.
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap News.
Residents can expect the unexpected this weekend at the 21st annual Border City Collectors Show and Sale. Now, exhibitors were setting up in preparation for the upcoming event. There will be more than 140 display tables.
You could come expecting antiques, you could come expecting coins, you could come expecting farm toys, but the rest of it is, who knows.
Whiting says the show is also a way to give back to the community.
A lot of it is for fun, but it's also a charity and fundraiser for the community. We donate proceeds to several charities, the main ones being the Regional Health Foundation and the Bar Colony Museum, or the Bar Colony Foundation.
The event will begin tomorrow at 9 a.m. For more information, you can visit bordercitycollectors.com, and we'll have more for you on this story tomorrow night on Newcap News. The weekend is upon us, and there's plenty of action happening here. With more, here's Heather Clagus with what's happening.
This weekend, you've got a great opportunity to check out some great antiques, some old farm toys, a whole bunch of different collectibles here at the Lloyd X grounds, because the Border City Collectors Show and Sale is on once again. Great thing that the whole family can check out. It's only $5 to get in, both Saturday and for Sunday, and all the proceeds go to help out the local museums. So stop by the Lloyd X and see all the neat antiques this weekend. Make sure you get yourself a great seat at the arena in Dewberry as it comes to life on Sunday. The skating club will be hosting their annual show, and this year they're exploring the wonderful world of Disney. There's going to be a lot of talented skaters, some prizes to give away, and to get in, it's just a silver collection. So head out to Dewberry at 2 o'clock on Sunday. This weekend, we've got a chance for you to win new music from a Canadian rapper who's worked with a whole bunch of different people. The new album from Classified features the hit Inner Ninja. And if you want a copy, it's real simple. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontests@newcap.ca. And we want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. And after you've checked out the collectible show at the Lloyd X grounds, why not take the whole family to the Victuva Theatre on Sunday for a musical theatre rendition of Sleeping Beauty. Things will get underway at 7 o'clock on Sunday night. Just get in touch with the box office for tickets. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Clagus, and that's what's happening.